Market width. What is it? Why is it even important? Guys, in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what market width is, how it impacts your bets, especially how much money you're going to place on a bet. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what market width is, how it impacts your betting strategy, and how you can use this video moving forward to become a sharper sports bettor. Let's dive in.
I'll turn this damn bus around. That'll end your precious little field trip pretty damn quick, huh? Shit.
If you're new to this channel, guys, welcome in. And for my OGs, what's going on, guys? It's Billy C. I love to talk about sports betting and showing you how you can make money betting on sports. This channel is dedicated to teaching you and educating you on how you can do it yourself because the sports books aren't going to do it for you. So, a lot of different ways you can support the channel, linked down below in the description. But if nothing else, guys, smash the thumbs up button, make sure to subscribe, and leave a comment. What's your favorite type of market to bet on? What I mean by that is, do you like to bet on money line plays, certain player props, maybe team totals? Let me know down below. All right, guys, let's jump in. All right, guys, so market width is simply the confidence that a sports book has in a particular market. The lower the number in the market width, the higher the confidence. The higher the number in the market width, the lower the confidence in sports books. So here's the example. We're looking at Seahawks, Cowboys, Thursday night football, right? 9.5, 9, 8.5. There's a little bit of a wide margin here in terms of the point spread. But simply put, if you look at, bookmaker, right? They're at minus 110 for the Seahawks plus 9.5. They're at minus 110 with the Cowboys minus 9.5. This is 20 cents in market width. Minus 10 plus another minus 10 is 20 cents in market width. The rule of thumb is 20 cents and below in market width, there is high confidence. Anything that's really 30 cents or above in market width, there is a little to no confidence. And in between 20 to 30 cents is average. It's okay. Now, all market width is just looking at the sports books and the difference in their odds. But we want to focus on the A students in the classroom here, and that would be Bet Online, Bookmaker, also Circa, and Pinnacle, right? So Pinnacle here for this same line, minus 116 on the Seahawks, plus 9.5, plus 102 on the Cowboys, minus 9.5. That's 14 cents in market width, right? 16, a negative 16 plus 2 is 14 cents. Whereas, as we mentioned before, Bookmaker has this in minus 110, minus 110. So that's simply what market width is. Now, if we just scroll down to the alternate point spread and we look at FanDuel right here, Seahawks plus 34.5, Cowboys minus 34.5. This is 1,700 and 10,000. If you take that difference, well, it's more than 30 cents in market width, guys. It's a massive, massive width. The sportsbooks really don't know what to price this at. Hence, why FanDuel is the only one that's offering odds on this particular line. None of the other sportsbooks have confidence in this. And if the sportsbooks don't set odds for certain plays, then they know that they don't have a level of confidence that they can make money off of that play. That's why they don't offer it. Now, guys, you don't have to have access to OddsJam in order to figure out the market width for certain games, right? Like I said, Pinnacle, Circa, Bet Online, Bookmaker, 4 really sharp books. I just went over to Pinnacle's website, down to the Seahawks-Cowboys game right here, and like we mentioned, we were talking about that 9.5 line at minus 116 for the Seahawks plus 9.5, Cowboys minus 9.5 at plus 102. You know, their main line right now is at 9 points, but you know, this is where you can go right here just to see what they have it set at. Just make sure for any of my American people, you go and click American odds, and if you're obviously across the pond, then click decimal odds, right? But this is just another way that you can go over and check for yourself. If you don't have access to OddsJam, come on over to Pinnacle and check them out. So we're on the positive EV page over at OddsJam, and like I mentioned, linked in the description below, use my code Billy20, save you 20% off whatever plan you want to sign up with OddsJam. Here's the important part to factor in. There's a lot of things to look at when we're looking at this particular play. This is some England FA Cup play between two teams. It's a team total bet on the over-under on Fleetwood Town. You see the market width over here at 37 cents. So this is a pretty high market width, right? We're getting this number directly from Pinnacle. Pinnacle is the A student here between DraftKings and FanDuel. So the difference between a minus 174 and a plus 137 is 37 cents in market width. Now, a lot of different factors, but for my Kelly criterion betting people out there, this is what's really important, right? We're taking the market width. We're taking what OddsJam has as the no vig fair odds. What's the fair price, right? If you go to the grocery store to buy a gallon of orange juice and it's $3, you know that's not the fair price because the grocery store is making a profit off of you buying that orange juice. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell it. Probably the fair price is maybe $2.50. Hell, maybe it's $2, right? So the same thing when we're betting on sports. We know that we're getting this at plus 158 at FanDuel, but what's the fair odds? Well, the fair odds are plus 150 for the over 1.5 and minus 150 for the under. So how we get to this recommended bet size is a couple different things. One, the calculated EV percentage, the bankroll settings that we have, the no vig fair odds, and the market width. This is all baked together to spit out this $90 in recommended bet size. Now, market width plays a very significant factor. As you see if we scroll down below, my hometown Pittsburgh Steelers right here. Market width of 14 cents. This is a main line spread play right here, right? Minus 108 on Pinnacle, minus 106 gives us 14 cents because they're both negative numbers. And you can see our recommended bet size is a lot higher even though the EV percentage is lower. And also, just the overall odds that we're betting at. This is plus 105 compared to plus 158, which if you don't know, all odds are associated with a win probability. So at plus 150, we click on this calculator, the fair win percentage is roughly just under 40%, whereas here it's minus 100, which is just above 50%, right? So there's a couple different things at play, but you have to understand market width really is a main driver of this number in terms of how we get to a recommended bet size. Now, when we're talking about point spreads and money lines, we see tight market widths, a lot of confidence. But over at OddsJam, if we go down to, say, player touchdowns, you're going to see a vastly different amount for market widths, right? Whether it's, depends on the player now, right? Like CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown, it's 32 cents in market width. Not too shabby there. Brandon Cooks, on the other hand, completely different. It's 102 cents in market width. It's much wider. That's why you see varying odds with different sports books right now. And only a handful of books have odds. Or this backup tight end, Colby Parkinson, and that's why you can get it at plus 900 or a plus 720 or plus 1,000. Right? Because this guy doesn't score a lot of touchdowns. He's not as consistent as CeeDee Lamb. So sportsbooks really don't know where to set the price. And that's why you can get some wild market widths when it comes to player prop betting. Now, for the most part, guys, player prop bets doesn't really matter what the sport is. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. They're always going to live in that 30 to 40 cent range from, whether it's a basketball player with his points or rebounds. And the reason is and why it's completely different than moneyline spreads and over-unders. For most mainline plays, you're going to see 8 to 20 cents in market width for those is because, well, a number of factors. One, for player prop bets, sportsbooks do not take on as much money as they do with moneyline spreads and over-unders, meaning it's very difficult to figure out where the sharp action or the sharp money is on player prop bets, right? I'm talking about the big guys out in Vegas that are putting $25, $50, $100,000 down on NFL plays. You can get a pretty good sense of where the smart money is going. But with player prop bets, sportsbooks don't take that much action on player prop bets. So it's really hard to get an idea of where the sharp money is going. And player prop bets in general, since there's so many of them, are just a much smaller market than, say, the Seahawks Cowboys, who's going to win the football game. So because of all those factors that I just mentioned, that's why you're going to see a much larger market width when it comes to player prop betting than it is with moneyline spreads and over-unders. So guys, that's market width, real short and sweet. The reason that I love playing moneyline spreads and over-unders is because the sportsbooks already have a great deal of confidence in the play because it's such a small number in market width. And then we're also finding the plays that have an edge thanks to OddsJam's tools. So that's why I love to be able to put more money down on those plays compared to maybe player props because it's a smaller market with much less confidence, much wider width. but it's one of the most important components in determining how much money you're going to put down on the play. I simply don't want you just to look at the odds GM tool and say, well, it tells me to bet $100, I should bet $100. I want you to understand how this number impacts the end result so that you can understand this moving forward. And if you have questions, or if you're like, well, wait a minute, hold on, then you can start to ask those types of things, right? In my opinion, 15 cents in market width on an NFL moneyline play is completely different than 15 cents on Alcorn State versus McNeese State college basketball. No offense if you're an alumni from that school or if you currently go to that school, but it's a really small college basketball conference compared to an NFL play. Even though it's the same in market width, it's two different plays. So I want you to keep that in mind, because I don't necessarily have a set strategy telling you how much you should factor in to bet on this if you're getting the same market width from NFL play compared to a smaller conference college basketball play. But it's something that you need to keep in mind, because the calculators don't know the difference. They just know the numbers, and that's where you come in to make up your own conclusions. So guys, again, if you like this type of content, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave a comment. I would love to hear what you think of what I just presented to you. Did you find it beneficial? If you did, thumbs up, and if you didn't, thumbs down, and let me know why it sucked. But either way, I want to hear from you. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. My name is Billy C, and I'll catch you in the next video.